Hello everybody, we're back, and this time we're going to be doing side quests and getting back to Rogueport.
You have distinguished yourself in battle, amigo. You are worthy in my eyes. You may use the ship, the Black Skull, anytime you like.
So, yeah, thank goodness he isn't going to wreak havoc on the seas much anymore. Returning home alive is all the treasure I need, for real. No, get the boat moving.
Well, that is all there is to it, then, am I not correct? To see, Captain Mario.
Mario? We're going to stay here. It's been tough at times, but I think we could like this place. Yes, I think we can make a fine life here with Sweet Fruit. Hey, Mario, give my regards to the boss, will ya? Yeah, I'm gonna stay here. It's the right place to live without any ghosts, eh? There, we're all gonna do here fine. Let's break. And by the way,
ready, amigos? Cast off!
And by the way, that's the first time Frankie has spoken in like the last 2 or 3 episodes. He's pretty much already accepted the role of being a husband. Nodding your head yes, and agreeing with your wife. Because even when she's wrong, she's always right.
Month, star, day, circle, and thus our adventure came to an exciting end, The ship sailed smoothly onto Rogueport, and soon we saw the harbor off our bow. I did not find treasure, but I am satisfied nonetheless, strange though it sounds. For I have found something even more precious than doubloons, yes. Even now, I hear the crew readying to dock. The time is ripe to close this journal. To all who wanted the sea, Flavio's blessing upon you, Flavio.
So, yeah, if you guys couldn't tell by the tone of voice, it is Flavio that's doing all this.
And last we return slathered in glory to my home down the sweet Rogueport. Of course, it is only because of my courageous efforts that we've returned at all, huh? But of course, you all know that and know it well.
Yes, Master Flavio. But now, please excuse us. Perhaps chance will bring us all together again someday. And thus, the Great Toad Migration was in effect. And yes, you can actually see them running in the background.
Such is life, Captain Mario. You are anxious to continue your own adventures also, huh? One day you will surpass the great and fabulous Flavio in the greatness and fabulousness. That's not likely, I assure you, but you should. How do you say, shoot for the stars, huh? If ever you should reach the pinnacle, remember to shout Flavio to the wind. That reminds me, amigo. If you ever get the urge to return to Keelhaul Key, just say the word, okay? I'll send you onto the island faster than the fastest winds blow, comprende? Yes, you giant skull, you. Your time in the spotlight is done. Get over yourself. Ahem. Well, my adoring fans have gone, so I will be excusing myself now as well. If you see me in town, I will permit you to say hello to me. May we meet again, huh?
So yeah, despite Flavio being like a bit of a jerk, it's just sort of like, he's a sort of friendly jerk. And I suppose might as well talk to Bobby. On your toes, old bean. There could only be an email from Princess Peach. I always find it so weird when new party members just know automatically about everything. I mean, granted, the voyage of the ship probably took about a day or two, so we caught Bobby up on everything. By cooperating with his tech, I managed to obtain all these fiends' data. He's currently analyzing it, and as strange as it may sound, I trust him. Once his analysis is done, I should be able to provide us with details of their plans. It's sort of show, and this isn't like an instant trust. This is more of like a slow trust. Something that builds up over time, because at first, if you remember, Peach didn't really know what to make of tech at all. And if you guys noticed, Luigi's here. Might as well start off with Luigi. Well, I got another piece of that marvelous compass at Jezafraz town this time. But I'm telling you, I turned adventuring into an art form on that little quest. Ooh, it was pretty nutty, bro. Want to hear what happened? It's a pretty long story. Hey, sounds good to me. Which part of my story you want to hear, bro? Well, like I said, it's a really long story, but here goes. As soon as we hit Jezafraz town, we were overcome by the glitz and the glamour. Sorry about that. It's a very lively place, bro. Tons of daisies live there, and they're always smiling. While While looking for the piece of my compass, I met a hip daisy named Hazy. Hazy was a producer, and he was looking for actors to go on stage with him. I told him we couldn't since we were looking for a compass part, you know? But Hazy said we could win the compass part of the upcoming drama slam. He said the so-called drama llama plaque might in fact be one of the parts. Well, we just had to give it a try, so we rehearsed the cast and hit the stage. Our musical was called The Mystery of the Finally Had Social Awareness. How middle schoolish. The script was great, but I got really hosed, bro. My role, my part, was grass. I played grass by the side of the road. Grass, bro, grass! I just crawled out of the ground and had to be silenced. Everyone but me had lines. I don't care if I was wearing green. Who cares what someone based on that? It was awful. In the end, our musical was the talk of the town, and we won the drama slam. I got the compass part I was after, but even that didn't make me very happy. The huge after party was just bummed me out even more, so I snuck out the back door. But wow, outside were tons of fans, my fans of grass, they swarmed me. I just couldn't believe it. Imagine, cheering for grass. I was ecstatic, bro. After that, I added the piece to the marvelous compass which pointed north. It pointed to the Rapture Ruins in Grimble Forest. Then, that voice again. Oh, my cherished Princess Eclair, how you soothe me. I would be grass for you. It's a good read. I will find you. I will reach you. I will stand by your side and be your Luigi. Wow, sorry about that, bro. So yeah, anyway, then I got back on my boat. I came back to the boat, and here I am. Another leg of my adventure completed. And, knowing this game's humor, I was half expecting Hazy to say something like, wow, Luigi's a wonderful actor, because everything he said was a lie. I'm Hazy, and I must say, Luigi's a great actor, one of the finest I've seen. After this adventure, we're going on tour to appear on stages everywhere. I'm going to be known as the Red Miracle. And of course, Luigi will be grass. I just love that, just... Like, you know how like in middle school and in, like for all your school plays, and, you know, there was always that one person that had to play the part of a tree or something, but never before someone had to be forced to play grass. Anyways, you come over here, you check behind the barrel, you find a star piece, and you check the treasure chest, and we get an HP drain. Drains Mario's attack power by 1, but regains 1 HP per attack. That's a very nice badge to have. That's a pretty interesting badge to have if you want to play more defensive and you want to use something like the piercing hammer or something. And if you're trying to run like a counter-based setup, which I suppose can work pretty nice. And no, you can't actually sail out to sea in that. There are still borders around you. Anyways, I suppose. Let me check my time real quick. I'm at about 8 minutes at the moment. So yeah, let's go take care of some side quests. Who was that from? I'm actually kind of curious. Mailbox. Oh, it's just issue 4, which... Let me check to see as to which place that's to. Let's see here. Oh, that's Twilight Town. Okay. And you want to come into here, and the next Luigi book will be out. Super Luigi Book 2, Manager's Pick, and it increases in value each time. It does sort of have, and it is nice to have that, in my opinion. And now I'm thinking about it, I might as well empty out my inventory because there's a lot of stuff in my inventory I really don't want at the moment. So okay, so let's sell. I want to sell the Spite Pouch. And let's see how much I can store. 8 more items. Sheesh, I'm gonna have to use some of this stuff up or get rid of stuff. Actually, I think I'm just gonna keep things as is at the moment. I'm gonna have to remind myself off screen to get rid of most of my inventory, because a lot of that stuff in there is like really old stuff. And I really only want to keep like the important stuff, like the high level items. Maybe go off screen and do some, like, you know, recipes. By the way, oh, what impeccable timing. Yes, this was destined. When I consulted my star charts, I saw a Parterus sign off for you, Mario. It went thusly. In the house of the dragon that flew through the air, beyond the reversible stair. Near the empty black chest that cursed you lies a clue to help your allies learn. I have no idea what it means, unfortunately. But I have no doubt if it's important as a sign for you and your friends. If you figure out this mystery, come tell me immediately. Okay, so we'll keep, and that's like the only sort of side quest that you can do that isn't related to the Trouble Center, which, by the way, we will be doing this part. So we're actually going to do question mark, question mark, question mark. I'm after an elusive badge. Must explain in person. Meet me on the roof of Zesty's house in Roboport Square. This poster is anonymous. It may be dangerous. Want to take on this trouble? Yes. Do it and do it right. And the reason why I wanted to save it is because this quest, as well as the one that Merlin just posted us to do, they can be taken care of at the same time. This is the only time that you can do essentially 2 quests at the same time. And it's really nice to do that. Might as well check to see what you're saying. Dot 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 means scram. Don't talk to me. My heart's burning for my long lost love. I don't want to say this too loudly, you understand? But this blossom is the daughter of Don Pianta Francesca, the temptress. I haven't seen her around town lately. I hope she hasn't eloped with another. Oh boy, do I have a story to tell you? Oh. And wait, why did I? By the way, you can also purchase a fire drive if you also bother to get one from the Head of 100 Trials. And yeah, Miss Mouse is here. Let's see what Goombella has to say. That's Miss Mouse the thief. She jets out to exotic places to find rare badges. She's only like the biggest flirt I've ever met in my entire life. It's weird that she's the anonymous requester of the super secret badge. Well, I mean, how would you feel if, like, you're known as like this world-trotting thief, and, like, you know, you couldn't find one? Hi, Mr. Mustache Cutie. I'm the one with the trouble. I'm a pretty lucky girl to have a strapping fellow like you take on my trouble. Well, let me get right to it, okay? I've done all I can to find this one elusive badge, but I've failed at every turn. The badge is hidden in Hooktail's lair of that much, I'm sure. I went to check that room after I heard you defeated Hooktail, but nothing. I did hear rumors that to find this badge, one has to use the wind. I have no idea what that means, though. Anyway, look for it, okay, sweetie? So anyways, we're gonna meet you over in Hooktail's room in just a minute. So, yeah, cut. Okay, guys, we're back. Anyways, you want to come into the room where you found the curse chest, and then you want to come into this room, because if you remember, all the way back then, there was a crack in this wall. You want to blow it up and enter through it. Once I can move, there we go. And we see this here. You want to hit that, and then we just find this chest. We find the up arrow. It's unclear what this means. You should ask somebody. So that's the important item that we need to take from Merlin. And I will meet you guys in Hooktail's room. Cut. Might as well cut this in to show this off. It's basically just a much stronger variation of Sweet Treat. It's used if you really gotta heal yourself in a pinch. And you don't have anything better that you need to do. Look at how much we healed there. Anyways, go back to the cut, I guess. Okay, guys, we're back. Maybe I shouldn't bother cutting that part out. Anyways, you just go into the middle of the room, you blow this out, and we just find this random, then we just find this treasure chest. Attack sound effects B. The badge Miss Bowles is looking for. Take it to her. So basically now at this point, I will meet you guys back over in the Roboport sewers. Cut. Okay, guys, we're back. Now, the reason I said we'll cut back to Roboport sewers and now when we get to Miss Mouse is because once you beat Chapter 5, a lot of places in the underground is actually open to you. For one thing, we can go on this boat panel right across the open waters for a bit, a little bit more. All the way over here, we'll find ourselves a shine sprite, and it also shows us that there's a pipe over this way, leading to a house in the background. We'll want to remember that for later. And keep going. I will admit that traveling in the paper boat is probably the most monotonous. I'll fully admit that. Go here. And, we want to swap to Bob real quick. And, we want to go blow this thing up here. And if we go down the pipe here... we come into this house. This is Chet Rippo. Chet Rippo will basically help you rearrange your stats, but in a better way. You pay coins to lower and raise stats. Accordingly, you sacrifice one stat to raise another. You can even do this with party members. In fact, let me sort of demonstrate that real quick. Yeah, you can increase the rank for your partner for basically 39 coins. It's really useful for one thing in particular. It's really useful for a few scenarios. If you haven't found all the shine sprites, and you don't know where the last couple of them are, and you don't want to bother trying to actually look it up on a guide or anything, I suppose. Also, blast open this crack here. Now we don't have to worry about having to roll under there as a paper bottle. And might as well go ahead and check with Dazzle to see what we can get. And ooh, we have so much. Peekaboo basically makes the enemy's HP visible, so if you're not someone who likes to tattle enemies to get dialogue, as well as to check as to what their other stats are, and you only care about their HP, that's a good thing to keep in mind, I suppose. Now, in terms of something that I would actually want, definitely want to go ahead and just pick this badge up. I really should have picked this up before Chapter 4, but I guess I was just being stupid and I didn't remember to pick that, because that makes the Buzzy Beetle room so much less scary. And I suppose... Power plus partner. I'm gonna do that. And I think I'll do that. By the way, something I should note. When you enter in the sewers this time around, enemies have changed. No longer are you fighting just Spanias and the like. You're now fighting Bowser's army. They've spread to here too. So let's go ahead and tattle them. Our first set of enemies, or rather enemy. Technically an enemy that we've already encountered as far back as, oh fuck. My eloquency at its finest. Okay, we've already tattled these guys. These are Hammer Brothers. We encountered them back in Chapter 3. This is technically... Screw it! This is technically a better place to come find them, I suppose. Okay, you know what? We have so much defense that we don't have to worry that much about it. No problem. Okay, multi-bounce. Oh. There we go. I just figured that I might as well show this battle off because, you know, it does have a Hammer Bro enemy. But, and now I'm thinking, I want to rearrange my stats real quick because that's actually going to be really important. Take that off, and I want to put Spike Badge on, or Spiky Shield, because that's going to be a bet, because that's just an, in general, really good badge. Okay, and the reason why I said that is because we come over here, be prepared to jump. Because, oh boy, that's scary. Oh no. You need to die now. Might as well just multi-bounce. Go ahead and just take that first guy out. These are Koopa Trolls. We fought their elite variation in the Glitz Pit. That's a Koopa Troll. Koopa Troopa will protect himself with spiked armor. HP 6, attack is 4, defense is 2. It attacks with its shell and with its head. Sometimes charges up for a fierce move. Plus, if you take too long to win, it'll call in reinforcements. One of the worst. Koopa Troopas dream of becoming Koopa Trolls. Hey, and by the way, what do you think Bowser's doing now anyway? Eating? I don't know. Couldn't tell you. And there's actually only one more enemy type that we have the chance to encounter down here, now that I'm thinking about it. So, and I might as well show off this area down here, because I haven't actually bothered to do that. Because you technically could don't go down here about as early as like chapter It's like post chapter 1. And, I don't want to get rid of the zest tea, but I might as well. Like, you know, use something to sort of like get my FP back. And, our last set of enemies are Magikoopas. I was hoping to hammer him. Oh well. Oh, multi-bounce. Go! Okay. Magikoopas, they essentially have the same stats as those 3 types of Magikoopas. You know, a Koopa Wizard. Yeah, Koopa Wizard. HP is 7, attack 4, defense 0. Same stats as the 3 Magikoopas we encountered in the Glitch Pit. It'll throw a little parallel while using magic to help its buddies. What a creep. And when there's only one of them, it splits into multiple copies to mess with us. Stop this thing faster, we'll be in a world of hurt. Okay, you know what? That was clever. I'll admit that. That was clever. Not gonna save you for long. Oh, and it froze the one I was really hoping to freeze too. You need to die. And I suppose... What happens if I hit an electrified foe with a hammer? Okay, doesn't affect me. That's good. Anyways, that's all the... Well, that's almost all the new enemies. There's a new one, and the reason why I want to save this place for until now is because of the fact that there's a boat transition area over. Flurry was useful. Okay. Anyways, yes, I did admit Flurry is useful. Okay, now back to the topic at hand. If you hit these blocks, you'll get a slow shroom and a gradual syrup. That basically sort of heals you a little bit each time. By the way, if you go down this pipe, that'll take you to the entrance of the Pit of 100 Trials, like right before that entrance. So I suppose that's useful. By the way, the reason if you go into this room, which is connected to the other warp pipe room, we can't hit this, we can't break this yet. We're gonna need an upgrade for that later. Anyways, if you notice over here, there's this little black void. Come over here, and we find this little boat panel. Now I'm gonna cut until we go into the room that we're actually looking for, because it's a bit of a waste. Cut. Okay. Now this room. Oh man, this room. Now that's a shine sprite that we can't actually get yet, but I'll meet you guys in a minute when I clear this room out. Many multi-bounces later. By the way, you can't get that yet. There isn't a block here that we can smash. If you notice, we have a very unusual enemy up there. Let's go up there and fight it. Oh boy, this thing has a lot of defense. Okay, bomb, 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 bomb. Go ahead and just take care of that annoyance. That'll help you make the battle go smoothly. This is a Spunnia. How creative. That's a Spunnia. Its body is made up of a springy disc. HP is 12, attack 7, defense is 2. It may not look like much, but it's a pretty tough. It's a hard hitter. Won't come at you with anything too weird, so just hang in there. Ow! Yeah, this thing does a lot. It really hurts too. Okay, so I think I might as well swap to... let's go Bob. Ow! Okay, I think I need to swap. In case Bobbery doesn't happen to take it out this turn. Just enough! Sweet! Anyways, that's the last new enemy that we're going to be encountering for this episode. Now, right down on my timer... Oh! Right down on my timer, I'm at about like 38 minutes. But when this goes up, that's probably going to be more like... closer to probably 28 minutes, probably, because I essentially cut out about like 10 or so minutes, give or take, of it, and I suppose I might as well eat this Whack-A-Bump for Mario. It at least makes the most sense. Now I could heal up, but enemies in the pit and in the sewers now respawn. Okay. Ah, dadgummit. gonna get this thing. I'm gonna get this thing. And... okay, there we go. We got it. Anyways, I'm gonna meet you over by Miss Mouse, and yes, enemies and down here will respawn, which is actually pretty nice now that I think about it. Because if you want to sort of like level up a little bit more, you don't want to have to run all the way back to like the Pirate's Grotto or wherever new area you just conquered. So it's nice to at least have these guys here, because most encounters, in my opinion, just end up sort of taking about, just end up giving me about 10 experience or more each time, so I guess that's nice, and, well, so much for cutting away, I guess. And don't worry, enemies that we've just defeated won't respawn, like, you know, automatically. I'm talking about if we leave the sewers entirely and then go back, they will respawn. And Jack just sort of, okay. The spin-jumping ninja that he is. Okay. And yeah, I'll meet you over by Miss Mouse. Anyways, guys, we're back. Anyways, we want to come over here, talk to Miss Mouse. That face, does it mean you found the badge? What happens if we say no? Oh, I was kind of hoping she was going to be... oh, that's sad. Well, this is certainly the badge I was looking for. Oh my, yes. Now, my sweet promise to hear me out without getting mad. You see, I was the one who hid that badge. It was a little game of mine. I have to apologize, but I knew you would find it in my handsome cheese hunt. You may even have more badge finding skill than I do. I just thought of something. Perhaps I should just travel with you from now on. Yup. We get the badge that we found, or rather that she hid, and now she has decided to officially join our party. Now, Miss Mouse has some interesting uses. She's primarily your thief class, as well as someone who helps you find hidden items or treasures of any kind. She is really useful for helping you 100% the game, or like, you know, finding hidden goodies. And she'll always let you know if there's a hidden item somewhere. Her love slap attack always pierces enemies, so that's kind of nice, but I kind of wish we had that sort of stopping power earlier in the game. And you can also help out by using Kiss Thief to move to steal enemies' items. So yeah, Kiss Thief. So yeah, I can not tell you guys how many times I've run into enemies that I couldn't do anything about. Like, they had like an important badge that I wanted, like I've even had a time where a Goomba was carrying like a Power Smash. Because it's like a 1 out of like 256 chance that that's going to happen in the first place. But it's also the fact that, like, there's even a chance that it's going to drop it in the first place. Anyways, we talked to Merlin, and we just give him the up arrow. What's this? An up arrow? An up arrow? Up? Of course! This is the Ultra Stone, so that's what the star sign meant. So I picked this up at a flea market years ago and forgot it was in the attic. With this, I can power up our partners even more. So yeah, if you noticed, you might have more shine sprites than what you know what to do with. Not only have you probably not found Miss Mouse, but you've also probably not found enough. But that's probably just also means that you can level them up again. I didn't know this my first playthrough, and oh boy, what do I want to do? Hold fast is sort of like what Spike Pouch does. Sort of like what Spike Pouch does. It uses up like, I want to say, like about 3 FP or so. We'll find out in a minute. And I might as well fast forward this section.
Starting now. Okay, now a lot of these are pretty useful. Now, upgrading Vivian is a pretty good idea because that will just up her attack in general. Infatuate has a chance to confuse enemies. Bomb Blast can help attack all enemies. That costs 9 FP, but it hits everything on the field, and it does piercing damage too. It's basically a pretty good screen nuke move if you just want to get rid of a bunch of tough enemies super quickly, and you don't really care about, and you have a lot of FP to work with to play around with. It's pretty useful for that, I guess. And I suppose the last partner I'll level up is Jack. Smoosh basically just gives more HP to Mario. Goombella is really interesting with Rally Link because you remember what Grubba was able to do? That's what she does to you. She helps give you an extra turn, but it only lasts for 1 turn. And Jack can use Stampede, which is really good, actually, especially for enemies like low, but like, you know, no defense. Or if you like, especially if you like power him up, it's like, wow, that move does ridiculous. And it costs like 6 FP and it does a lot of damage. I've been saying that a lot, and every time I say it, I keep thinking of that stupid Flex Tape. I keep thinking of that Flex Tape guy.
And yeah, that's all the Shine Spirits that we have at the moment, and yeah, a lot of our partners' HP just skyrocketed. I mean, Jack now has 30, Vivian has 30, Bobby has 40, which is pretty ridiculous. And there's one last thing I want to do before we end things off. Because I think that we've done pretty much enough for tonight. But there's just one last thing I want to do. Because there's this book panel here. And you want to go back to the front screen area. Is that what like competitive, like, 1,000 Year Door looks like or something? Pretty sure it is in some forms. We open this box here, and we get a double dip. During battle, use 2 items in 1 turn. That I believe costs about 3 FP, which is pretty nuts. Which is, you know, kind of useful if you love to spam a lot of items. But you only have about 10 item slots in your inventory in the first place. And speaking of badges and items, I would suggest looking up like badges that people came up with online of like what would be an interesting idea. And I gotta admit, a lot of them sound really cool. I might bring that up the next episode, but I think I'm gonna end things off here. Next time, we're gonna be taking care of some more side quests and finding out where the next location of the Crystal Star is. See you all next time.